I'm Captain Monte with Texas Fishing Tips, and this is your weekly fishing report.
Early in the morning, we've been running out here on Portland Shoreline. There's been good trout out here first thing in the morning. There's some piers out here that you can work. Live croaker has been the ticket. Get out here and try to find that white water. When that water's breaking up against that shore, get them baits right there in that white water. Them trout think they're still in the surf. And if you work all of this little area right through here, that white water, you're going to find some good trout. Also, this flat, as the morning heats up, we've been getting over here, in about 2 foot of water and anchoring up and throwing out cut baits up against this flat. There's been good numbers of redfish all through here. So just work it slow, look for the bait, and you're going to find them redfish. Also, if you come back towards Indian Point Pier and start working this shoreline through here, if you'll find that bait and get your cut bait up there real tight or live mullet, there have been good numbers of redfish working all of this area down here towards Indian Point Pier. If you'll come out and come underneath the causeway and try not to run into them railroad ties that are staged out here out in front of the causeway, there's been some good-sized trout first thing in the morning up here in front of these railroad ties that are up underneath the water. But good trout on croaker all along this bridge right now. If you don't feel safe there, come over here to the T-heads. First thing in the morning, there had been trout through here. There had been redfish through here. And they have been eating live croaker. Even them redfish have been hitting them live croaker and been getting good numbers of trout and redfish up against the T-heads right now. If you don't find them there and the bay don't look too rough, get out here on these gas wells. These gas wells haven't been able to be fished because the wind's been so strong the last couple weeks. So there's a lot of good fish out here starting to gather up on these gas wells right now. What I'll do is I'll just kind of go around that well with my trolling motor and my depth finder, and once I see that school of fish, then I'll put my anchor mode on my trolling motor and I'll just start working it. Live croaker has been the ticket out here, or live shrimp. These fish out here, they like shrimp just as much as they do croaker. Some of these gas pads, they have a rock formation underneath them. And if you'll notice, they'll come off that gas well going back towards Corpus a little bit. And these rock piles, they hold fish. And we just been kind of working it back and forth and working these rock piles. I'm thinking that these triple tail are going to start showing up out here too. There's been black drum out here. There have been redfish. There have been plenty of trout. So this is a time that Corpus Bay on these gas wells are going to hold fish. So get you some bait, get out there first thing in the morning or late part of the evening, and you'll be able to get you a box full of fish. It doesn't matter if you're coming out of Port Aransas or Corpus. You get out here on the Shamrock Island and come back on the inside of these rock pads, this rock jetty through here, live croaker first thing in the morning. We've been getting some good numbers of trout. Been catching pretty much all of our trout right through here on these rocks. After we do that and get our trout through here, we've been running back over here towards Flato, and there's been good numbers of redfish inside of Flato. There have been a few black drums showing up, but all this edge and these back little coves up off Flato in the shallower water, we've been using live mullet, cut menhaden have been working real well. Working it real slow through here. If I don't get them fired up there, I've been just running this shoreline and working these potholes all through here on this edge, all the way back into to the East Flats. If you get back here into East Flats and these back little potholes back here, and get those cut bait or live mullet into these potholes, once you set your bait into that sand pocket, don't move it. Let it sit there. And them redfish, they'll come out of that grass and they'll find your bait. But there's a lot of little sand holes back here in the back of East Flats, and we've been catching good numbers of redfish through here. Also early in the morning at the Point of Mustang, working this edge right through here. There have been good numbers of trout all through here, working in about 4 foot of water.
Thanks for watching. This is Capt Monte.